it's not every day I have opportunity to show you a very nice product. This is a Hilleberg Nallo 2. I'm the Portuguese guy, and let's start it. I want to show you how I pack the tent poles on my bicycle. I don't know if it's the best way, but this is my way, and I show you an example. I put the tent poles here on the main frame on the top tube, and I have these bands here. You can provide this type of bands or another type, and simple with some careful. Right, you have here the tent poles on the bicycle. Straight, no have any problem. And the tent itself, I show you where I put the tent itself. I put this on my rear pannier, 12 liters and a half. This, the ground sheet, and the stakes. Ground sheet and tent in one pannier, tent poles in the top tube. Very clean, no have any mess here. Now next, we go see the content of the tent, what the tent bring. This is what you get when you buy this tent. Poles, dark aluminum 9mm, one short and one long. And 16 Greek high shape, I think, pegs. You see? Very nice, very lightweight, and have this here to pull the peg or for not forget the pegs, because the pegs is a thing is very easy, you forget and you lost. And the tent itself. The tent itself, the two liners, the weight of this tent is 2 kilos. And then we have all this ground sheet, but this ground sheet not coming with the tent, you need to buy separate. But I tell this ground sheet making all the difference, principally in the winter. Everything is boggy, everything is foggy, everything is damp. And this ground sheet protect your tent a lot. I want to give a big shout to the titleazur.com, and the people there is amazing. Principally big shout for the people from Bristol store. Many thanks, because the tent it's 5-star, and many thanks for your recommendation. And if you have any doubt about any product, contact these guys, because these guys knowing everything about tents. Basically, this is the pitching the tent how I normally do it. If you are 2 persons, it's better than 1 person alone. And here the ropes, because normally it's better pitching the tent facing the wind. If the wind coming in this direction, you put the tent like that. And the ropes here, you secure always the ropes about 45 degrees in relation of the tent. You see here the tent, and slightly to the left. On the back it's opposite, or depend, if it's very strong, maybe you, instead of put 45 to the right, put 45 to the left. Here on the back have a detail very nice, I like it a lot, to give more ventilation to the tent. Is this here, you can have here 2 hooks, 2 hooks, and flowing more air inside of the tent. Very nice detail, I like it. About the tent itself, this is a Carlon 12,000, and this fabric is for me maybe one of the best in the market. I think no have better, maybe have some 1 or 2 similar, but this Carlon it's 5-star. Okay, this is the tent. We go enter. It's like a palace, Alibaba palace. Right, we go starting here. I want to show you one thing. Is this, if it's too hot, you have here a mesh, you can put this in mesh mode and close the rest, because bear in mind this is a 4-season tent. This is a tent for winter, harsh winter in the north of Europe or in Antarctica. We can fold this. Now I cannot, because only I have one hand to make this, but you see here have a hook over there. Have here 2 pockets on side. 1, 2 pockets. And now one of the best features is this string. You can put here a light, you can put here some socks. Careful, if you're smelling very bad, it maybe is not a good idea. You can put here some things, and here on this triangle, this is a vent. You open, and another, you have here a hook. Now I not make it because I only have one hand, and you let out. This tent only have one thing, I don't like it too much, because I have 1.80 meters, and look at my feet at the bottom. It's almost touch, is on the limit to touch here the mesh, the inner tent, because it's not good if you touch on the inner tent. This meaning what? This meaning for persons more than 1.80 meters, be careful with your feet. And by the way, my feet, the length is, I think is size 10, about size 10. It's not good. If this tent is only for 1 person, if you put on the diagonal, yeah, you have lot of space if it's only 1 person. But for 2 persons, be careful with the length of each one of you, because that back part here is in diagonal. The inner mesh is in diagonal, and you need to be careful. The rest have a gorgeous, about 15 centimeters bath tube. It's bomb proof. It's bomb proof. No humidity, not raining inside, no anything. I love this tent. And here on the front porch only have one entrance. You have here space to put some things, yeah, rucksack or panniers or the height of the tent. You see, I'm sit here on the tent inside, and it's alright. Don't have a lot of space, but I can sit here inside. It's a winter, don't forget, this is a winter tent, because for summer, if you want to use this on summer in the Europe, you need to buy an add-on. It's about 250-300 euros. It's an inner mesh, and this inner mesh is always out of stock. You need to be attention if you want to buy an inner mesh for this tent, an Nallo 2, always almost is out of stock. This tent, you can use this tent in different situations. In this moment, in the summer or spring, autumn, we use for bikepacking, and in the winter you're planning to use this tent for hiking and camping, because here in Ireland or UK in the winter for cycling is bikepacking is horrible, and we prefer making good hikings in the mountain and camping with this tent. This is our goals, and more for North Europe also. I tell you, if you're planning do it bikepacking in the winter here with this tent, you are sorted. You are, because in Sweden when you pitch that tent there, we not feel any this protection, nothing. You feel full protected, very bad weather outside, and you are inside of this tent and you feel, yeah, I'm almost in home. If you are a fisherman, if you want to make a fish tour, if you want to watching bird watching, if you want to bikepacking, hiking in the winter conditions, if you want to be like peace of mind, I'm secure, is this tent Nallo 2. Now let's see one thing now, because this tent is not cheap at all. It's about 1000. A ground sheet is about 120, I think. Yeah, it's not cheap, but always have a but this but it's a big but. This tent, it's peace of mind. It can be the worst weather, snowing or whenever outside, and you said for yourself, I don't worry because I'm safe. One thing you need to bear in mind also, I forget to tell you, it's because this is a tunnel tent, this is not a freestanding tent. You need a soft ground to pitch this tent, because if it's hard ground you cannot put stakes this, and this is working with stakes. You need to put stakes on this, because if not you cannot secure this tent, you cannot pitch this tent itself. I'm the Portuguese guy, and I hope so you like this video, and if is this useful for you, do not forget share, like and subscribe, and I hope see you on next adventure. Let's go.